Hello, Stampin' Buddies. It's Lori from Lori's Little Bit of Craftin'. I'm playing the part of Late Night Lori again. No big surprise there. It's actually really nice to do my videos late at night after my husband goes to bed, because then there's no TV, there's no radio, there's no noise. It's really nice. So, here we are. And because I'm after midnight, it is now January 9th. So we're 2 days into Sale-A-Bration, and I am going to do another video featuring the friendly Seagulls that arrived yesterday. This is the set that I wasn't going to get because, I don't know, it just didn't hurt my trigger at the time, but the more I looked at it, the more cute I thought it was, and figured we're going to play with it. So it arrived yesterday. I made a card just a little bit ago. We'll see what you think. So Sale-A-Bration is the biggest sale of the year for January and February. So it goes through the February 28th. And you can, with every $60 purchase, get free products. So stamp sets, kits, papers, embossing folders. Here's the one we're going to work on today. And I didn't copy one of these cards, so this is one that was just in my head. Designer series paper, ribbon, embellishments. When you get to $120, there's basically like a double. This is a stamp set with a die set. And then this is a corner in bloom. So that also requires $120. $120, and then there's a join bonus. So if you are interested in joining my team, whether you just want to be a hobby demo and get the discount, which is how I started, or if you want to build a community, either way is fine. You do it your way and you get to pick out your starter kit. There's two options basically. The first option is basically you pick out $125 worth of product. You pay $99, no shipping. They'll add tax, I'm sure. And option one is that you get this stamp set and a color family of markers. These are not the alcohol blends, but they're markers. Option two, if you don't want the stamp set or the markers, you get to pick out $30 worth of additional product. So that's product of your choice. So instead of the $125 bonus, with the $30, you'd be picking out $155 worth of product. You can't go over either amount. You can go up to, but you can't go over. So you can either do the 155 or you can do the 125 and get these extra products, which would be a really cool way to supplement your colors, because if you don't have all of the colors with the markers, you can actually use these to color on your stamps if you don't have that particular color. So that's a neat technique. Sometime we'll play with that. So that's that. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to do a walk through the catalog. Everybody can see it now. I am going to use this paper tonight with the card I'm making. You can kind of see here, I think. Well, I'm a little low on there. You can see here. I'm going to use the pecan pie. It looks like a woven piece. And I am going to use this, which is dots that create a stripe design. All right, so I'm going to use those. And that Seagull stamp set. So Friendly Seagulls is it tonight. So this is the paper that I'm using, and you should be able to see, hopefully, how textured that looks. So it's almost like a tweed or a woven fabric. And then this one, if you can see, I'm not sure how well it's going to focus for you that close, but the dots create this diagonal stripe design, and I just thought that's cute paper. So that's what we're using. This is the Floral Delight 12 by 12 paper, and that's in the mini catalog. So get it while the getting is good. Same thing with the Sale-A-Bration rewards, because once some of those products are gone, they may not come back. All right, so if there's something that you see that you really like, you probably just want to go ahead and spoil yourself and just get it. So we are going to make this card. So I wanted this one, I mean, with the sentiment where it says, "Hey friend, I love you more than French fries," and I'm really a big French fry fan, but I thought it was cute. The one seagull has French fries in his mouth, so I thought I would use some of that woven type paper to make some French fries. My first attempt, I used a die from that hearts one that I did the other day. There was like a little label die, and I thought, oh, that's like the right kind of shape. It was elongated. I thought maybe I could make that look like a French fry, and I kind of ripped the paper so that it looked like it was the white potato inside of the crispy French fry. And it just, I don't know, it would have been all right. But I actually asked my husband what he thought. I said, "Do you think these look like French fries?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, but can you make them look like crinkle fries?" So that's what I tried to do here with, I don't know if you can tell, but they're kind of crinkled on there. So that's what we're gonna do. And I made a fun little seagull fur on the envelope, and for inside there's another seagull. So we got 3 different seagulls. We got the one with the French fries, we got the one that's squawking, and the one that's looking back. So we are going to make this card. And I suppose maybe I should just leave that up here. Hopefully you can see things. So first things first, let's do really easy things. I'm not gonna go ahead and stamp these designs on here. You can figure that out. But I did use my crushed curry marker for the beak and the feet and the hamburger bun. So I just colored that, and I colored the beak and the feet on my envelope as well with that marker. And then for the seagull, oh, I should probably color the seagull's wings though, so that he's uniform with the other seagulls. I guess I kind of forgot to do that. And I like using my blends just because it fills in and it gives you kind of a random look. And then let's see if this one's light or dark. This is light one. So let's do a little bit more on the rest of his wing. And then I like to do just a little random scribble basically with my alcohol marker, or the Stampin' blends rather. Oh, it's an alcohol marker. But I just didn't want him to look like he was standing there in midair. It kind of grounds them, and I think that's a good look. And I'm just going to use my Stampin' seal. We'll do 2 sides and a little bit in the middle. We'll put that little puppy down. Now you can use your grid marks, of course, to line things up. I typically just eyeball it, and I do close enough. For the front then, I cut a piece of the designer series paper that's got the polka dot diagonal stripe on it. And I did it, I guess, 2 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm just gonna put that on here. And hopefully I have enough adhesive. We can use glue, we can use the Stampin' seal. I try to show you different things depending on what you like. And sometimes I struggle with my seal, and I like the Seal Plus too because it's actually kind of like perforated, but some days I struggle with it. So with my French fry, I've got 2 little French fries here. Basically, I took a piece of cardstock or a piece of the designer series paper, and I cut it 2 3/4 by 1 inch. I just folded it by hand almost in half, but then so that I would have just a little overhang. I just want to give the French fry a little bulk. And then I'm just going to use my Stampin' seal on here. I'm going to fold in that little flap. And again, that's just to kind of give it some bulk and some stability. And then I'm just going to crinkle it up, kind of fan fold it by hand, and wrinkle up the paper so it kind of gives it a distressed look. And what you can also do is when you've got it crinkled, oops, my fingers are dry and cracked again today. You can take your snips and kind of distress it a little bit more. You can distress it on the edges, however you like, okay? And I'm gonna put some mini dimensionals just on the end and one in the middle. I've got this one set already, so I wouldn't waste a whole lot of time with that. Those will go onto there. And then I'm going to stamp the seagull with the French fries. And I am going to use some of the dies from, or one of the dies from the annual catalog, the Spotlight on Nature dies. And you get a lot of dies. I think these are $35, but I'm using the, it kind of looks like a starburst, but I kind of thought it kind of went with the French fry theme here. And I'll cut out my seagull when we're done stamping. And since it's just an outline, I'm gonna go ahead and just do my little tap, tap, tap. And we'll cut that little guy out, all right. And then I'm also going to do the words. Now I put all my words on the block all at the same time just because I'm lazy. And then I'm just gonna hand cut those out, all right? So then I can be done with my ink pad, I think, and then I won't get myself all inky, all right? I have a magnet down here too, so that when I'm done with my dies, I can put them over there and hopefully not lose them. So let's start with the circle die. And I'm just gonna use a little piece of washi tape. I think that'll work to kind of hold that in place. And I'm gonna bring in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I just need a platform, the 2 plates, and my paper. That didn't work. My cardstock and my die will go in between the cutting plates. I'll try that again. That's good. And we'll run that through. Now this little Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine will accommodate, I believe it's 95% of the dies that Stampin' Up! Has. It might be more than that, but I think it's like 75%. And it's really nice and compact. So if you order this one or the boho blue one, which is a limited edition, that's your $60 for a free item. All in one fell swoop. Otherwise, if you get the dies and a stamp set and maybe that paper, maybe some embellishments if you need it, but that would also get you to the $60 to get this set for free. So let's put this over on my magnet. And then let's just do some little cutting here. I think it's fun when you kind of cut out the words and then have them just kind of wonky on your card. It gives it, to me, it kind of gives it a whimsical look. And then you don't have to worry about having your cuts perfect either, because it looks whimsical, and however you have it cut is kind of how people think it was intended to be. This is a good exercise for me to not be a perfectionist and just have fun with it. So these I'm just gonna pop in my little recycle bin. Ooh, he got kind of low. I guess I should probably redo that, huh? Or maybe what I'll do is I'll just put this one up here. We'll make that work. That'll work. All right, so let's get the little marker stuff going on. We'll still color his little feet. We'll still give him a couple of dots for his beak. And then we're going to use the light. I think this is the crumb cake. Yeah, this is the light crumb cake. So let's do his wings, I guess. I looked them up to see what they look like. They're mostly kind of white. But I'm going to make them kind of like a dirty white, and I'll show you how. And then let's do I think this is a light crumb cake. Oh, this is a dark crumb cake. What did I do with my light crumb cake? It was here. Oh, I did have it in my hand. So I'm going to use the bullet tip just to do the French fries. When you do the brush end, that's one that uses the blending option a little bit more. So we'll just add, I know this looks really dark, but I'm going to go over it with the light again. I'm actually going to do the light gray. This is a gray granite. And I'm just going to mix some of that in there, and you'll see how as it dries, it'll all kind of blend in. You don't have to be an artist, but you'll look like one. And then I'm just going to give him some ground, even though it's part where it's already texturized from the dye. That's all right. It'll be fine. And then let's get some dimensionals from the back of here. We'll put a couple of little ones on here. And I'm going to use my take your pick tool to peel these off. Oh, peel part of my dimensional off of there. Alright, so let's put him down there. And then with these words, I'm actually going to use the foam adhesive strips because they're already nice and narrow. So all I have to do is snip off a little piece, put it on the back, and I think with this one we'll actually glue it on here so it's not up too high. I'll put a mini dimensional here. And then maybe just a little bit of seal on here to hold it in place. So I'll put a dimensional on the part that's going to hang over there, but I think I might have just lost the piece that I had cut off. I don't know, it'll show up. So we'll put a piece on the back of here. Put a piece on the back of here. For those of you that have looked through your catalogs, let me know what your favorite product is. If I have it, I'll try to feature a project with it. And if I don't have it, I might want to get it. So I'm getting ready to put in another order. So I'm going to lay these just kind of random here. And then we'll put these words over here. I already peeled off the backing, so let's take care of our little French fries. We'll take those off. Get rid of my debris. And then let's randomly put a couple of French fries on here. I don't want to cover up his feet though, because those are pretty cute. So let's do this. What do you think? Does that kind of look like French fries? I hope so. And then we're going to use these, I think they're antique pearls. Yep, antique pearls. They are from the mini catalog. And I'm just going to add some color to them. So you can use your blends if it's an alcohol-based marker. And I'm just going to add some of the brown shading here from my crumb cake. I thought the pecan pie would be just a little too dark. So let's just pop these on here. And that's it. What do you think? And then I'll do another envelope, obviously, for this one. But Hey friend, I love you more than French fries. All right, let me know what you think. Or if you think I should do something different with those French fries, if you can come up with a better idea. So that's what I've got. If you like these products and are interested in purchasing any of them, I'd love for you to go to my store, which is LoriMacari.stampinup.net. I do have a host code running. I think that'll work. But if you place an order with me, if it's under $150, if you can use that host code, that helps me out. I can get free things to demonstrate and or give away. And I think that's it. So if you like this card, maybe like the post, share the video. I'm trying to increase my viewership so I can actually do live videos instead of having to record them and trying to upload them. I haven't figured it out on my new device yet. I'm still using my old phone for that because it's just easier than learning something new right this time. But yeah, if you can like it, if you can share it, follow my page if you don't already follow my Facebook page. It helps me out to extend my reach. So I appreciate it. Happy stamping, everybody. See you next time.